Good day, everyone. In this presentation, we will discuss the MATATAG curriculum, the new curriculum framework of the Department of Education in the Philippines. The MATATAG curriculum aims to strengthen foundational skills, focus on essential learning competencies, and make learning more relevant to students' lives. It highlights shorter, more focused lessons, reduce content overload, and values formation. The MATATAG curriculum is the revised K-10 program launched by the Department of Education or DepEd in 2024. It comes from its acronym, making the curriculum relevant to produce job-ready, active, and responsible citizens. Taking steps to accelerate learning, tagging and supporting learners facing difficulties. Now let's have its curriculum type and approach. The MATATAG curriculum is a subject-centered curriculum integrated with learner-centered principles. The approach used is constructivist and spiral progression approach. Example: subjects such as math, science, and English follow a spiral progression where learning builds on prior knowledge from grade to grade. It emphasizes active learning. Students construct knowledge through experiences and reflection. Now let's have its philosophical foundations. First is the progressivism and humanism. The key ideas is education must focus on the learner's holistic development, also encourages critical thinking, problem solving, and experiential learning. It also values Filipino identity and culture while promoting global citizenship. Example: project-based learning and community involvement activities align with the progressivist belief that learning happens through doing. Second is the psychological foundation. It is based on the constructivist and behaviorist theories. Learning is active and experiential. It emphasizes zone of proximal development by Lev Vygotsky and scaffolding. It uses formative assessments and positive reinforcement to guide learning. Example: teachers adopt strategies for different learners, remediation for struggling students, and enrichment for advanced learners. Third is the sociological foundation. The sociological foundation reflects and responds to societal needs and cultural values of the student. It promotes values education and citizenship training to produce responsible citizens. The curriculum also includes local content to preserve Filipino culture and diversity. It encourages community partnership and learning. Example: in Araling Panlipunan, learners study Filipino traditions, local governance, and global issues to foster civic responsibility. Last is the historical and legal foundations. First is the historical foundation. The historical foundation focuses from the past educational experiences and reforms to improve current practices. It is built on lessons from K-12 implementation, addresses issues of curriculum overload and learning loss from past programs. Last is the legal foundation. The legal foundation ensures that curriculum follows laws, policies, and government regulations that govern education. It anchored on the 1987 Philippine Constitution Article 14, the right to quality education. Also, Republic Act 10533, Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013, the K-12 Framework, DepEd Order No. 21 Series of 2019, the Policy Guidelines in K-12 Curriculum. Also, DepEd MATATAG Curriculum Framework 2024. This is the current guiding policy.
The elements of curriculum design.
Number 1. Intent. This refers to the purpose or goal of the curriculum, what it wants learners to achieve. Example, in the MATATAG curriculum, The intent is to make learning more relevant and focused on foundational skills such as literacy, numeracy, and social emotional learning. The curriculum aims to ensure that every learner can read, write, and count with understanding by the end of grade 3. Number 2, content. This is what will be taught. The subjects, topics, or lessons included. Example, in English for grade 5, students focus on reading comprehension and writing paragraphs with correct grammar, which are directly linked to their communication skills. Number 3, learning experiences. These are the activities or strategies used in teaching and learning. Example, the MATATAG curriculum promotes interactive and meaningful learning. In science, students might do simple experiments or group investigations about the environment to apply what they learn in real-life situations. Number 4, evaluation. This is how learning is measured through tests, performance tasks, or projects. The MATATAG curriculum uses both formative and summative assessments. Example, teachers may use performance tasks like storytelling, oral recitation, or project making to evaluate understanding, not just written tests.
Curriculum organization. There are different ways of structuring learning content and experiences to ensure coherence and progression for students. These concepts are the horizontal organization and vertical organization. Horizontal organization, this aspect focuses on the alignment and integration of subjects taught concurrently within the same grade level, creating a balanced and interconnected learning experience. For instance, in grade 8 under the MATATAG curriculum, students like mathematics, science, Filipino, and English in parallel, allowing them to apply interdisciplinary skills across these areas. Vertical organization emphasizes the progressive sequencing of topics and skills across grades levels, building on prior knowledge to foster deeper understanding. Basic concepts introduced in earlier grades, such as foundational numeracy in grade 1 mathematics, are revisited and expanded in higher grades. For example, evolving into advanced problem solving in grades 7 to 10. This spiral progression supports cumulative mastery.
The basic principles in Matatag curriculum. Number 1,
Balance. Balance ensures an equitable distribution of knowledge, skills, and values across the curriculum, preventing overemphasis on any one area of matatag. This manifests in the integration of cognitive demands that shift from basic recall in early grades to higher order thinking in later ones, while incorporating values like patriotism through subjects such as makabansa. For example, mathematics guides a balanced, factual learning with practical skills and ethical considerations.
number 2,
Articulation. Articulation promotes smooth transitions and interconnections between grade levels and subjects, minimizing gaps or redundancies. Matatag achieves this through vertical and horizontal linkage. Example, how English competencies in grade 2 build on grade 1 foundations without repetition, ensuring progressive skill development. This principle supports the curriculum's focus on 21st century skills like media literacy.
number 3,
Sequence. Sequence arranges learning from simple to complex, facilitating step by step mastery. In MATATAG, this is evident in the logical progression of competencies. Example, such as starting with basic scientific observation in grade 3 science and advancing to experimental design in grade 7. The curriculum spiral structure reinforces This, aligning with chronological and prerequisite learning principles.
Number 4.
Integration. Integration connects concepts across subjects for interdisciplinary understanding, highlighting real-world relationships. MATATAG embeds this by linking areas like science and social studies. Example, environmental topics in Araling Panlipunan that tie into earth science, fostering holistic knowledge and skills like collaborations.
Number 5. Continuity.
Continuity involves ongoing reinforcement and expansion of key ideas over time, building cumulative expertise. Example, in MATATAG, core competencies like literacy recur across grades, deepening from phonemic awareness in kindergarten to critical analysis in grade 10, ensuring sustained skill development.
Learner-centered design model. The Matatag curriculum is learner-centered because it focuses on the needs, interests, and abilities of students. It aims to make learning meaningful and connected to their daily lives. It also reduces content overload so that learners can focus on mastering important skills. The inclusion of contextualized lessons using local examples and real-life situations helps students relate learning to their experiences. In Araling Panlipunan, for instance, lessons about community and culture encourage learners to reflect on their own environment and identity. The Matatag curriculum also gives importance to values formation and well-being, which are both learner-centered aspects.
The MATATAG curriculum is a new and improved program that aims to make education more focused, meaningful, and practical. It's designed to help students truly understand what they learn, not just memorize lessons. For teachers, the MATATAG curriculum is a challenge but also an opportunity. It encourages teachers to be more creative, to focus on essential skills, and to connect lessons to real life situations. It also gives teachers more time to guide students deeply instead of rushing through many topics. And for the learners, this curriculum makes learning simpler and more enjoyable. It helps students discover their strengths, build confidence, and apply what they learn in everyday life. It also promotes values and character development, which are just as important as academics. We believe that the Matatag curriculum is a step toward a better education system. It builds a stronger connection between teachers and learners, reminding us that education is not just about gaining knowledge, but also about preparing for a brighter and more meaningful future.